All right, welcome on the Maniacs, Marina, Frankie. How are you both doing today, this morning?
Feeling great, Eddie. Feeling great.
So the series is shifting now, Eddie, to Boston.
Where are you going? Do you have a spot yet?
No, we're going to figure out now. We were trying to do Tony's, which is Elio's spot,
that'd be
but it's
great.
really not set up adequately for a stream. The way the bar is, it's super thin. So we're figuring it out now. The plan was originally to do all 7 at Pirelli's, but then watching's like, that's totally unfair. So we have to rotate. We'll rotate with the series. We'll go back and forth the series. I think Frankie's going to be alone in Boston, though. Although I did see somebody tweeted at me like Islanders Club of Boston or something, and they're like, we'll go wherever this thing is going. So maybe I'll have a couple Isles fans.
Yeah, I mean, splitting up me and my dad's tough because like that's what we've been doing for 2 years. But we'll persevere. Borelli's was a little too loud for the Boston crew, so we're shipping up to
What do
Boston
you mean you've been
now.
doing it for 2 years?
Well, like that's how this started. I've been ever.
No. It started 20 years ago, us doing this.
Well,
These
no, I'm
live
saying with
streams.
me and my dad watching them.
Yeah. On the
I don't
live
know.
stream on Barstool, right.
Oh yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
I was doing this on my own. I was doing this on my Twitter with my dad. No one.
Right. For Barstool, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, no, my point was like no one cared about the Islanders like up until now, but that's fine. Like now it's Islanders Bruins and
Well, I mean, no one cared about you. So, I mean, it's like,
I'm
I
not
mean, people
disagreeing with
care.
that
You're an
at all.
Islanders fan. You're an Islanders fan for sure. So that you are a crazy Islanders fan, and people got to know you. So yes, they want to watch, but it's only fair to go back and forth.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not complaining about that. It's just,
I think your heart broke a little bit.
It's a
when
little
Dave said
bit.
that, Doug.
It's fine though. Like
Do you think 7 games should just be all Islander fans in the back and no Bruins?
well,
fans?
no, I don't. That was the plan originally. I just think that you saw that it was awesome, and now we're just changing it.
Well, it can't be 7 straight or whatever the series is. Like that's unfair to Boston.
I agree with that. I'm fine with going. It's just I wish my dad could come with because I think that
Me
adds
too.
to the charm. Like that's the only reason I said that is like we've been doing that.
Yeah, I mean, at least on the bright side, he still has a restaurant.
Yes. Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
I can't tell if this is Bruins Dave or if you're just being mean to Frankie.
think it's-
I've
I'm
never
not
seen
being
you act
mean.
like
I think
this.
it's the latter a little bit, but that's okay. I'm taking it.
Any chance you're going
Like my whole point's like if I just like didn't show my Islanders fandom, I'd just be going to the Coliseum like on Thursday watching it. You know what I mean? Like because
Totally.
of how big it's gotten and like how cool it is now. Now it's
Yeah,
like you've
I mean-
taken me away from the Coliseum, which is fine. But had
I
I,
mean,
just
Big Cat was in New York for
Right.
Game 7 of the World Series.
right,
That's
which is
just
right. That's what we do.
that's what we do. I get it. I totally get it.
Did Grinnell throw his hat in for a place to?
Yeah, Grinelli's like, hey, I know a place on Friend Street that can do it. Let me read
That response was brutal.
text back to
no.
and who knows, but so let's see. Oh, and Whitney wants to go. It's gonna be Frankie versus the world there. I'm sure Rear Admiral will show up. I offered to get him help. I'm like, Stu, can you do it? He can't.
Oh, Stu's not going?
Nope.
When Stu walked in yesterday, my heart sank because the place erupted.
Stream's just so
like-
good with him on, man. It was so good.
When
right.
he was screaming fuck.
Let's see what we got. I said I'm trying to get Tony's Pizza at Elio. And then Grinelli said, also know a nice spot on Friend Street if Elio can't. And I said, is that the place one of the owners called me a scumbag and told Gaz to watch it back because eventually I'd stab him in the back?
Oh, no.
He's like, yeah, that may be the place. What better way to show him who's boss than fill him the bar? Yeah, you got to go back and forth. It's only fair. It's literally the only thing fair to do. Because it's easier for us to stay there because all the equipment and everything. But, I mean, come on. We're a Boston thing first. You got to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Can your dad travel there, Frankie?
It's like it's an Islander game at home. It's tough. Like you take him away from the preparation, and the restaurant's just gonna fit. Like I don't know how they could possibly run it. Like he could probably get away for the game, like he usually does for the stream. But it's the 9 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock that they'll be screwed. So he wishes. He literally was like he was down. I called him. He's like, oh fuck. He's like, I'll try and figure it out. But I'm like, Dad, don't stress. He'll end up like having a heart attack.
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting him to be able to go. I mean, I would love for him to be able to go, but I wasn't expecting it. But it's not fair to do them all at
No,
Pirelli's.
we set up like the Islanders were going to let us stream from inside at the seats if we figured out the technology. So that would have been something cool. But I don't know if that's possible in the future. That would have been pretty awesome.
You mean if
like 2 phones and streaming back to like a StreamYard, and you get both angles. And someone switches
I think it's you go back and forth. I mean, the Borelli setup is perfect. By the way, I didn't want to throw a shot at you either, Frankie. I'm not trying, but Trotz.
Yeah.
I mean, that clip was unbelievable where he's like, "Oh, I saw the thing at Borelli's. They're going crazy." It's like, yeah, you also denied Frankie Borelli a press pass.
Trotz didn't.
I thought it was direct from him. I thought that's what it was.
Lou. That's Lou Lamoriello. He keeps a tight ship.
Right.
He won't let them go on the podcast. He keeps he doesn't let them grow beards during the season. So he doesn't want any outside media. He wants to control everything. He's a dictator in that aspect. But if he's going to bring us winning, then I'm all for it.
Are you keeping pasta off the menu?
You gotta. I mean, I think Feidelberg tweeted. He goes, he thought it was a joke until my aunt was walking around the restaurant, legitimately telling people, "I'm sorry, but pasta's not an option tonight."
Like when people would walk in, they would be like, "All right, just so you know, like there's no pasta on the menu tonight."
Yeah.
What was the max of the stream? It got pretty high.
I think like someone said 30,000 after the final goal.
I don't know.
But I think it was
Was
concurrent.
it that
like
high?
Yeah, it was it was around like 12,000 like during overtime, just concurrent. It was crazy. But
Are you like
So
dying,
12
Frankie? Like, I mean, this is like
this is a dream come true. I mean, it's just the Coliseum was never supposed to come back. Borelli's probably never would have came back. Like everything is this is just extra time right now.
They are electric streams.
You know, we had about 400 people at that restaurant last night. The outside patio had about 120 people that we didn't even know were out there. We set up TVs. I forgot about them. I went outside after the game. They're jumping around on tables and stuff. That was a part that we didn't even see from where we were.
That's awesome. Marina, I'll tell you this too. You have like a fucking Ronda Rousey just knocks someone out face when something good happens for the Bruins.
Well, I told Frankie like 3 times. There was this one dude in a cowboy hat who would just go in, tap shoulders, and like it's a stressful game. I'm like telling myself to breathe, and I'm like, Frankie, if he touches me one more time, I'm gonna sock him. Like it's just like if Frankie, Mr. Billy, they can do whatever they want, but it's just like these random people behind me.
That is a fine line. That's like with these streams when you let in random people and we'll have to, obviously Borelli's is their restaurant, but in Boston, wherever we go, because like what makes the streams work, I mean, you can have the Frankie screaming at Grinelli or that stuff. No one's like actually going past that line, although it's very close. With random people, you gotta make sure that line is kind of there.
It is getting close. Grinelli's a physical fan watcher. I've watched streams and watched games with millions of people at this point. I've been going to games. I never physically touch anyone. First goal, he's putting me in a headlock. So there was a chance, like at some point, where I was gonna have to retaliate and swing on him.
What did KFC text you?
Oh, he's like, he goes, dude, I'm telling you this as a friend. No matter what happens in this, do not hit Marina. He's like, it will be very, very bad if somehow Marina catches it like a bow or something. So my dad kissed Marina on the forehead last night after they scored a goal. I said, Dad, what'd you just do? He was like, I don't know. I got caught up in the moment. He's like, he's like, he kissed her on the hair. It's like, what's going on
That's the
here?
thing with these streams is that like you don't like you could tell me that I did one thing or you could tell me I did another thing. Like I think I just black out and I don't know what happens. Like there's just people flying, elbows flying. Like Frankie threw a meatball yesterday. Like it's just like that's just like playoff hockey in a nutshell, where it's like anything can happen. It's the bounces.
Yeah, it definitely captures it. And the pictures, the still photos coming out of it all.
Yeah, that kid was that's the Islanders like photographer for the Coliseum. So he just came down with his like professional camera and was snapping pictures. That added to the moment so much. You see this guy walking around getting pictures of Stu ripping his shirt off. It's just like it's chaos in there. We had to kick a couple people out. I mean, a couple people got sloppy.
What were they
Well,
doing?
yeah, that's the problem with the live stream.
Just like saying crazy shit behind. And this one kid was bad. Like he was just a bad apple. And the whole place kicked him out, booing him, pushing him out into the street. He was crying in the parking lot. It was a scene at Borelli's last night. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, KFC, what he said, it sounds crazy, but at the same time, you guys keep trying to one-up each other. Crowd surfing, headlocks, noogies, hat tosses. Like, don't hit Marina. That's a good rule of thumb.
That's everything in my head at every moment. It's just like, don't like swing your arm backwards. Grinelli
They've
caught
also
a couple
been
with the Blues.
incredible games for a live stream, like the 3-1 to 3-3 to 4-3. I mean, the swings and of motion have been crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
It takes years off your life.
Are you guys like? Do you guys both feel really good like going into the rest of the series?
I mean, it's just like the bounces can go either way, you know? Like, Bruins had chances in overtime to end it, but the Islanders had chances to not even send it, like, have it go to overtime. So it's just like, I feel good. I know the Bruins can be better. They had the worst period imaginable in game 2 in the second period. So, like, if they are better, I feel confident. And, like, I'm going back to Boston. The Bruins fans will be rowdy, and so I'm fired up for that. So, I mean, it's the playoffs. Like, just the bounces.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think as an Islander fan, you're on the road. You just want to get one, and that
I
second
don't believe
one,
that shit at all for NHL.
Really?
NHL road hockey is like home road is the least impactful sport.
But it's like one of the only sports where you actually have an advantage on at home, where you
Because
get
the
like,
last shift?
the last change, yeah, and that's huge for the Bruins. They get to put out pasta and their best line against whoever's stuck out there after an icing. They literally score because of that most of the time.
It's almost like I wish Dave didn't have a horse in the race because it would be fun to see him choose between two of his people. You know, I wish there was an aspect to that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm clearly rooting for the Bruins. Playoff Dave full effect, and just to make sure playoff Dave is full effect, like I troll down to Philadelphia and like put a lot of money on the Bruins just so I can get like the actual juice.
To help you watch it some more.
Just to get so I can get up to like a near Marina level.
Are you going to be at any of the streams, Dave?
Probably not. Well, it's too late for me to join a stream, I feel like, to begin with, because they already started with this crew, and it's off. Although Grinelli, I will say, Frankie body bagged him when he partied. I mean, you can't party with the Blues. You just can't. That's something that sticks with you forever. Forever.
I can't get
And by the
headlocked
way,
by the
I was
guy
on
who
a plane when that happened, so I couldn't hear what Frankie was saying. I just saw him do that.
His wires
But
just crossed.
What's that?
Frankie's wires just crossed.
He
Like
put me in a
snapped.
headlock. I'm thinking like this is the guy that we all were talking about partying with the Blues. If anyone else put me in a headlock, maybe. Like, come on.
He did party with the Blues. That's tough.
He claims it was 2 minutes. He said hi to them at the same bar. He texted
don't
me that
think
today.
that's the truth.
So I'll give him
I
the
don't
benefit of
think-
the doubt, but I did go hard on him. I feel bad.
Well, when he put you in the headlock, the triple headlock, your look you gave him, like, it was hilarious.
Oh man,
It's been great. It's been great.
But no, I'm in Miami, Eddie. I'm in Miami for 2 weeks now because and people are going to be, oh, boondoggle Miami. I didn't want to be in Miami, but we have the Logan Paul Mayweather fight, which we did a promo where I watched the fight with the winner go in the locker room, and then there's the TikTok shit for BFF. So I got to be here for both those. I just came here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you did say you did not want to go.
No, I don't. I would rather be back in New York. I don't do
All right,
Miami in the summer.
It's too hot. All right. Anything else here, Dave, Frankie, Marina?
no. So the plans just keep it like opposite cities.
Yeah, rotate it.
So Thursday, Saturday, Boston.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. Look out for the streams, and I
Wait,
guess it's been
isn't
great.
today Tuesday? Isn't the game tomorrow?
No, they have an extra day.
Extra day
Oh,
off.
Thursday. Okay. Yeah, good.
Yep.
Good.
All right.
All right. Thanks, you maniacs.
Yep. Thank you.